Welcome to the world of powerful wood splitters that tear through massive logs with absolute precision. This is where machines reign over the forest timber. Subscribe now to experience raw, satisfying power. Welcome to Tree Power Channel. Cone wood splitter. The power of rotation, splitting wood decisively. The cone wood splitter features a simple, compact design yet delivers high efficiency. A specially designed steel cone is mounted on a rotating shaft, spinning rapidly to generate strong centrifugal force. As logs are pushed straight onto the spinning cone, its sharp steel blade tears through the wood swiftly and decisively. This mechanism splits wood without requiring heavy pushing force, using rotational motion to break through the solid trunk structure. The cone wood splitter is a simple yet powerful solution, ideal for fast wood splitting tasks, saving labor while maintaining high performance. The wood cutting and splitting machine stands like a powerhouse in the lumber yard. With a solid steel frame and a powerful hydraulic system, it operates with sharp, forceful movements, leaving no room for hesitation. A large log is placed on the platform. In an instant, a sharp saw blade slams down and slices through the wood decisively, the screech of metal against grain ringing through the air. Immediately afterward, a strong hydraulic push. At a timber collection yard, where round logs are stacked high, a solid blue log splitter comes to life, radiating strength and purpose. Its engine growls as the sharp circular saw descends, slicing each log into precise, evenly cut sections. Then, a sturdy pusher drives the cutwood forward into a waiting hexagonal wedge. In a flash, the timber splits into multiple clean billets, as if fractured by the hands of his maker. The homemade log splitter with a rotating blade is a simple yet effective design. A sharp blade is firmly attached to a powerful rotating shaft, spinning continuously at high speed. Logs are carefully placed beneath the rotating blade. As the shaft spins, the homemade blade repeatedly chops down, each strike a decisive cut, splitting the logs into smaller pieces. The combination of centrifugal force from the rotating shaft and the sharpness of the blade produces an impressive splitting effect. The machine runs continuously, producing a rhythmic clicking sound mixed with the noise of wood being cut, creating a scene both rustic and powerful, a clear demonstration of creativity and resourcefulness in manufacturing. At an outdoor lumber yard, the Samakvalov log splitter operates steadily and powerfully. The machine's robust design, painted in deep blue, features a sharp steel splitting wedge. Large logs are placed on the support bed and slowly pushed forward by the hydraulic ramp. As the log contacts the blade, the hydraulic pressure kicks in quickly, and the sharp wedge slices decisively, splitting the log into neat, manageable pieces. Wood chips scatter gently, creating a fine dust cloud around the machine. The motor runs smoothly, blending with the ripping sounds of the wood, producing the characteristic lively noise of a professional hydraulic splitting line. The operator stands nearby, skillfully controlling the lever with focus and precision. The Multitech 1620 SS, model year 2012, roars to life like a steel beast awakened. Its powerful hydraulic arm lowers with precision, gripping the heavy log in an iron embrace. In a flash, the circular saw, sharp as a razor, screams through the air and slices the thick log cleanly, without hesitation. Immediately, the cut section is driven into the splitting chamber. Their cross-shaped steel wedges show no mercy. They drive through the wood with brutal force, splitting it in halves, quarters, and more, transforming raw timber into uniform firewood. Each crack resounds like bone snapping, echoing through the workshop, dry, powerful, and unrelenting. It all happens in seconds, precise, relentless, efficient. The Multitech 1620 SS is more than a machine. It is a symbol of mechanical dominance, a purpose-built firewood processor that never stops. A large round log is carefully secured in place by the man. He lowers the lever, and immediately the machine automatically pushes the log toward the sharp splitting blade. The blade swiftly and decisively cuts through, splitting the log into clear sections. This is a manual wood splitter operated by a mechanism that combines human effort with automatic pushing, blending tradition and technique. Spalt-fast lift, steel claws, the power to split oak. Amidst a scattered pile of oak logs, the Bi-Stingy Spalt-fast lift stands out with its sturdy gripping claws made of thick steel and a powerful clamping force. The claws open wide, fully enveloping a large oak log, then slowly tighten like an unyielding iron hand. The operator gently lifts the log and precisely positions it for splitting. Once the claws hold firm, a strong pushing force drives the log into the splitting blade, cleaving the tough oak trunk into even, square sections. Each piece falls onto the yard, ready for the next processing step. The Spalt-fast lift is more than just a splitter. It combines the flexibility of the gripping claws with the strength of the splitting blade, making it an optimized machine for handling heavy oak processing tasks. Binderberger Gigant 30Z Horizontal Splitter, giant power deep in the forest. Amidst the dense green forest, the Binderberger Gigant 30Z stands out with its robust steel frame and distinctive color. Two men stand beside the machine, their eyes focused on the precise operation. A large log is placed on the spacious support table. The powerful hydraulic arm slowly presses the thick, sharp steel splitting blade down onto the solid trunk, splitting it in two with superior force. The screeching and cracking sounds echo throughout the quiet woodland. The operator continuously adjusts the control lever, working in sync with his colleague to ensure maximum efficiency. Each squared piece of wood falls evenly onto the yard, ready for the next processing steps. The Binderberger Gigant 30Z is more than just a splitter. It is a reliable partner for all heavy-duty logging and wood processing tasks. Walk Easy 200, a spinning steel cone tearing through the forest. Deep in the woods, where the ground is soft with rot and fallen logs lie in silence, a Takeuchi TB216 mini excavator creeps forward, its hydraulic arm stretching out like a predator in steel. At the end of that arm spins the Walk Easy 200 cone splitter, a solid, cold-forged spiral of metal, rotating with unstoppable torque. The operator lowers the cone into a thick, moss-covered log. The steel spiral bites in, twisting deep into the grain. Within seconds, the log splits open with a satisfying crack. No saws, no shrieking blades, just raw, twisting force and the sound of nature giving way. The entire unit moves with precision through the forest, compact yet brutal. The Walk Easy 200 doesn't just split logs, it shreds the wild into usable fuel, right on site. No mills, no conveyors, just steel meeting wood under open sky. The Thor log splitter represents a bold fusion of machine power and human strength. A semi-manual wood processor designed to handle massive, stubborn logs using both mechanical advantage and skilled hands. At one end of the unit, a fixed splitting blade stands firmly in place, ready to receive each heavy timber. But on the opposite end, there is no automatic piston. Instead, there's a long lever arm, designed for the operator to manually lift and press down, transferring their body weight and force directly onto the wood. As the worker brings the lever down, the log is forced against the wedge, and with a cracking sound, it begins to split slowly but firmly. Each motion is a blend of human control and mechanical assistance. Not fast, but deliberate and effective. The Thor splitter isn't built for high-speed production lines. It's built for those who value control, precision, and adaptability, especially when dealing with oversized or irregular logs that require more finesse than brute automation.
What's great about it, that I like so far, is that it's very balanced, so you're not twisting your spine, and the motion is very nice. But also, it's aerobic. You can move the head to one side and press the spring down, and that stores energy in the sprint. and then you push it up. And so you're using your leg muscles and your core muscles a lot more. Because there's some play in the hinge, you can aim it a little bit. So you don't have to have the wood in exactly the right position. But you have to be a little careful that it doesn't bonk you, because it is on a spring.
Let's go get the chicken nipples.
I think it would be a really good tool for two people to use together. One person could set the wood in, and the other person could just sit here and work it up and down like that, and do a lot of chopping very fast. Do you think that would scare you a little? So now I'm going to do a much harder one, just show you that there is a limit to. So this one, zoom in on this one and see that it is a crotch in the tree.
Deep in the lush green forest, the hum of machinery echoes through the trees. A man leans forward, carefully lowering a chainsaw. The engine roars, and the blade bites deep into the log. In moments, the tree trunk is cleanly severed, falling with a The homemade log splitter features a simple yet highly effective design, with a sharp horizontal cutting blade mounted on a sturdy steel frame. Large logs are placed on the support bed and then forcefully pushed straight into the horizontal cutting blade. As the log contacts the blade, hydraulic or mechanical pressure immediately activates, causing the blade to quickly and decisively split or slice the log into smaller pieces. The metallic clang against the wood rings clearly, blending with the cracking sounds of the split wood, creating the characteristic noise of an efficient manual splitter. Wood chips fall neatly without scattering, keeping the workspace clean and safe. The operator carefully controls the pushing lever, ensuring each cut is precise and effective. On a golden afternoon, under soft sunlight, a woman stands beside a specialty firewood splitter designed for cherry wood. Her hand firmly on the control lever, she operates the machine with steady precision. Sturdy chunks of cherry wood are fed into the splitting blade. At times, the blade struggles to cut through the tough timber, producing sharp whistles and noticeable resistance. The woman quickly steps in, gently freeing logs stuck on the splitter blade, assisting the machine to keep the process smooth. This scene shows the seamless cooperation between human and machine, bathed in warm sunlight, crafting an efficient and lively workday.
this Brute Force 1424 made quick work of those 2 cherry logs. We have about half a tote here. The good thing about cherry is that since it's a specialty wood, we can sell it for probably $40 for 50 pieces, which is almost double what we sell for oak. But I know the barbecue guys in our area here are going to be super happy that we're selling this stuff, so I can't wait for them to come and pick it up. If you guys are in the market for a firewood processor, I highly recommend you check out all the models that Brute Force offers. You'll find a link in the description below this video. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for future videos. We'll see you on the next one.
The massive log is gradually pushed toward the sharp splitting blade, which slowly sinks in and tears through the wood fibers relentlessly, shredding the log into splinters without mercy. Pine is fine, and she commands the Brute Force 14 to 24 like a true firewood pro. In a wood yard piled high with fresh pine logs, sticky, fragrant, and golden in the sun, the Brute Force 14 to 24 stands tall, its red frame gleaming like forged steel. Beside it, a woman steps up and grabs the control lever with purpose. With no hesitation, she pushes the lever. The saw blade spins up, screaming through the air. The pine log is cut clean in one stroke. Instantly, the hydraulic ram shoves the piece forward into the splitter. A single push, crack, and the log falls apart into neat, uniform pieces. She doesn't speak, doesn't need to. Every movement is calm, efficient, and practiced. With this machine at her side and pine logs before her, she proves the point. Pine is fine. Don't get worked up about it. The Dallin 2054 operates relentlessly, like a steel warrior tirelessly processing wood. The man standing beside the machine firmly lowers the control lever with decisive force, each saw stroke slicing deep into the log with absolute precision, no sign of error or deviation. As soon as the saw blade finishes its task, the sharp splitting blade quickly follows through, delivering a powerful steel punch that divides the thick log into evenly sized firewood pieces measured down to the millimeter. The sharp clash of steel against wood echoes rhythmically, creating a unique symphony where machine and human strength blend seamlessly. Each perfectly split piece is immediately pushed onto the conveyor and quickly arranged by the worker, preparing for the next transport journey. Everything operates like a perfectly synchronized machine, from the craftsman's hands to the smallest details of the machine, combining power, technique, and flawless harmony. Powered by the relentless force of the Binder-Berger Gigant 30Z and IHC 433, the man at the head of the machine carefully feeds each log into place. He presses the activation button, and instantly the machine pushes forcefully, tearing the large logs into multiple smaller pieces. Another worker swiftly gathers the freshly split wood, clearing the space for the next log. This cycle repeats tirelessly, a seamless rhythm of human and machine working in harmony. The Spalt Fix S40 operates steadily, its conveyor slowly pushing each rough log up toward the sharp saw blade. Every movement is precisely controlled, ensuring the wood is positioned perfectly for a clean, swift cut. The faint roar of the saw blade rises as it contacts the log, splitting the timber decisively and powerfully. The conveyor never stops, maintaining a steady rhythm that keeps the wood splitting process smooth and continuous. Each log is carefully prepared and gently moved, reflecting the perfect harmony between man and machine in wood processing. On a bed of soft green grass, a solid oak log lies still, almost daring to resist. But within seconds, steel and torque respond with uncompromising force. The conical splitter, solid, spiraled, descends slowly. Mounted on a hydraulic arm, it begins to spin, boring deep into the log like a massive steel screw. A sharp whirring sound. Cracks ripple across the bark. Then crack. The log splits cleanly in two, right on the soft grass below. No sawdust, no deafening noise, just silence, broken by raw mechanical power. This is how nature yields, quietly but decisively. In the clear daylight of Bangor, Maine, the Wolf Ridge 28C stands tall, jet black, solid, and radiating mechanical dominance. Beside it, the FC-24 firewood conveyor hums in silent anticipation, ready to carry the split pieces like a wooden waterfall into the pile. The operator steps forward, confident and deliberate. He doesn't speak, he demonstrates. A heavy oak log hits the cradle, and with a single smooth motion of the lever, crack. The splitter drives through it like a hot knife through butter. Every movement is sharp, practiced. Each split echoes with authority, as if the machine is proclaiming, "This is what real power looks like." The firewood slides onto the FC-24 conveyor, gliding up and away, stacking neatly in rhythmic harmony. There's a subtle pride in the man's stance, not arrogance, but confidence. He's not just working the machine, he's showcasing it. The Wolf Ridge 28C isn't merely splitting wood, it's commanding attention, proving that in the world of firewood processors, this machine is king.
Come on up, check them out in person. Take these babies home with you today.
Building a horizontal log splitter using a kit from West Hydraulic. The machine is in action, mounted on a sturdy metal frame. A powerful hydraulic cylinder pushes the logs against a hardened steel wedge. With each pull of the lever, the wood snaps cleanly, splitting into 2 or 4 pieces depending on the setup. The operator carefully places each log on the bed while the wedge slices through with impressive but controlled force. Splinters fly, the engine hums with vibration, and the entire system works with robust efficiency. Sheaf HR02, a 1.5-ton mini-machine with the spinning power of steel. Compact, but far from weak, the 1.5-ton Sheaf HR02 mini excavator is fitted with a steel cone splitter, a deceptively simple tool with immense power. As the mechanical arm extends, the cone spins rapidly like a vortex, boring deep into solid logs. The cone splitter doesn't need brute force. Rotation alone is enough to crack the log wide open. Whether it's fresh cut or aged wood, the HR02 handles it cleanly and precisely. In forest clearings or tight work sites, this mini excavator moves with ease, performing clean and decisive splits. The combination of compact form and powerful spinning tech makes the Sheaf HR02 an ideal choice for semi-professional wood processing, especially in limited or rugged terrain. Amid the scattered logs, the Wolf Ridge 17RS stands bold in its striking red coat, glowing under the sun like a machine forged in fire. This isn't just a log splitter, it's the trusted extension of a seasoned worker's hands. A man steps forward. He rolls a solid oak log onto the cradle without hesitation. No wasted motion. One hand on the lever, the other steadying the log. Crack. The blade drops with lightning speed, slicing the oak clean in half. No strain, no resistance, just raw, efficient force. Without pause, he loads the next log, rhythm fluid, movement practiced. The machine responds instantly, blade dropping again and again with mechanical certainty. Every stroke is precise, every second used. Man and machine move as one, transforming a rugged pile of wood into ready-cut firewood in mere minutes. Fast, focused, flawless. Wolf Ridge 17RS doesn't just split wood, it accelerates the workday. Split X 450 Sawquip, the fastest wood splitter with direct hydraulic arm power. The blazing orange Split X 450 Sawquip operates without a conveyor table, working directly on the ground. Large, heavy logs rest ready below, waiting for the sturdy hydraulic arm to lift and press down, quickly and precisely splitting the trunk in two. The hydraulic arm moves like a powerful steel machine, descending with overwhelming force, sending cracking sounds echoing through the air. The splitting process is seamless and relentless, delivering unmatched strength and speed to maximize productivity. The Split X 450 is the top choice for fast, decisive wood splitting, perfectly suited for challenging terrains where a conveyor table cannot be used. In the dense, fog-laden air, the Holspalter Extreme ADT Druck operates tirelessly, radiating a quiet yet formidable power. No matter how large and unwieldy the logs before it may be, the machine remains unfazed. The extremely strong hydraulic system gradually pushes each massive log toward the splitting blade. The movement is slow but resolute and relentless, as if the machine is daring to overcome every obstacle posed by the tough material. The cold, damp atmosphere intensifies the sense of determination, creating a rare and fierce scene in the wood processing operation. The machine's sharp, splitting blade, like a razor-sharp steel knife, strikes into the log with tremendous force. The metallic clash against the wood echoes sharply, each split cutting deep into the heart of the tree. Huge logs are systematically cleaved into neat, uniform pieces, perfectly prepared for the next stages of processing. The whole Spalter Extreme ADT Druck is more than just a machine. It stands as a symbol of strength and endurance in the wood industry.
Habe ich schon. Ich habe schon gesehen, dass das eine Schrift geht. Vor allem habe ich schon mal Videos geguckt.
The SMF 13-16 wood splitter operates with relentless precision, a mechanical rhythm pulsing through every movement. A man stands at its side, hand on the control lever, eyes focused. He feeds a thick log into the splitter crack. It bursts in two with clinical efficiency. Wasting no motion, he grabs the split piece and places it onto the conveyor belt. Each chunk of firewood glides smoothly along, stacking up neatly at the far end, forming a growing mountain of wood, clean, uniform, and ready for use. Behind him, dozens of logs lie still, silent and heavy, waiting their turn under the steel wedge, like a herd of sleeping giants on the verge of awakening. The air hums with the sound of engines, with cracking, steel moving. Here, in this mechanical ballet, man and machine, the SMF 13-16 dance with time, turning raw forest into measured order. The Spaltfix K415 Posh, compact yet powerful, is engineered to streamline the firewood processing workflow with remarkable efficiency and precision. From the outside, it appears clean and minimal, but inside lies a coordinated sequence of robust mechanical operations. Each log is fed into the machine via conveyor or manual input. As soon as the log reaches its set position, a sharp circular saw blade swiftly drops down and slices the log into even segments. Without delay, the cut section is pushed directly into the splitting unit, a robust steel wedge, often in a box or star configuration. With high-pressure hydraulic force, the log is pressed firmly into the splitter, instantly breaking it down into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The entire cycle, feed, cut, split, output, runs smoothly, efficiently, and without chaos. No excessive dust, no uncontrolled noise, just clean, powerful, synchronized motion. The Spaltfix K415 is an ideal solution for small to medium firewood operations that demand performance, safety, and compact design all in one reliable machine.